Greetings, fellow speculators. There's a little company that I like to watch called Riverside Resources. They run a business model that's true to my heart, where they use their experience, expertise, their creativity to come up with projects and get other people to put up the risk capital to test them to see if their ideas work. And so I was just looking at their website, and they've got a new news release, and it's about just out a couple days ago about Morro Bay, one of their partners that's working one of their projects. And so Morro Bay has progressed the project to a point to hit a new milestone in the deal where they've got to give them a bunch of stock in Morro Bay. And so Morro Bay printed up 15 million shares of Morro Bay. That represents about 35% of Morro Bay's issued and outstanding shares. So basically, they're giving Riverside 35% of their company to get to the full 51% ownership interest in this project that they've been working on. So Riverside gets a little less of the project, Morro Bay gets a little more of the project, and trade for a bunch of shares of Morro Bay. Now, theoretically, Riverside could sell those shares or hopefully speculate on those shares going up a bunch on the project progressing and selling them for a lot more later on someday. But they just turned a deal into, a rock into a piece of paper that you could theoretically trade on the markets. And I say theoretically because Morro Bay is a pretty small little illiquid company. If we go back to ProsperousAdventure.com and go to the exchange, we can look at Riverside's market versus Morro Bay's market. Riverside has been trading down in price like most of the stocks in this sector. They've been getting cheaper. They've got about $3 million in cash. They got about an $8 million market cap. So the market's giving them about a $5 million enterprise value. That's the value of their business theoretically, right? If you look up Morro Bay, if I can spell it right, MRB is their symbol. So if we go to Morro Bay, MRB in the Canadian markets, they've got about a $3 million market cap here, about $3 million market cap. I believe this is before they just printed those shares. It might be after. But either way, they're a small little illiquid company. They don't trade that many shares. It'd be really hard for Riverside to sell all those shares they just got, and I think it's got 25,000 shares on the bid right now. I don't think they're looking to just dump those shares, but theoretically someday they'd like to sell them. And if that project can get going and sailing and looking sweet, there'd be a bid under Morro Bay's share price, people speculating on that project, then theoretically Riverside could sell their shares into that, hopefully at a much higher price, so everybody wins. That's the idea, that's what they're trying to do. But in that fashion, Riverside just turned a project they probably paid thousands of dollars for and put some time and thinking into a security that is theoretically tradable, that's getting closer to turning it into an asset or cash. So that's nice to see Riverside Resources progressing that project. The reason I really like Riverside Resources is their creativity. Stuff like these strategic alliances that they've come up with. They get the partners to not only pay to work the projects, but pay to explore for projects, buy the projects, and work the projects. Riverside keeps a piece of them. Just quite creative at putting these deals together, at turning rocks into assets, trying to make discoveries, making money off of geology. So this is a little company that is speculating on gold. This project we're just talking about, the silver project, so some silver and other gold projects, that if the price of gold goes up, I think this one would come bouncing back pretty quick. And if the price of gold doesn't, or the price of silver doesn't, they're quite creative. I think they could grow this company anyway. So just a good one to watch, and keep looking for a good reason to buy some shares. Thanks for listening.